What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Raga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a tarot reading for all my Sagittarius Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of November 22nd and December 21st, then you are Sagittarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. Today we're going to be doing a month ahead look at May for Sagittarius Sun signs, and this spread is going to tell us about our past, present, future energies, what you should hold on to in May, let go of, the people around you, the hurdles that you're going to face, as well as the biggest lesson you're expected to learn in the month of May. So this will give you an idea of what your month is going to look like to come up. Remember, this is going to be a general overall reading, so not everything's going to apply to you, but you have to figure out how the things do apply to you in your own special way. But if you do want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop and you guys can peruse my tarot readings where I tap into your specific energies and give you a reading more tailored just for you. So I'm going to be using the Llewellyn Classic Tarot deck today. It's got like a cartoony feel, but it still packs a punch when it gets down deep into the you know what's. Okay, so give me a moment here to center myself and ask the tarot the question: what can Sagittarius Sun signs expect in the month of May? Alright, just a few more shuffles. I'm a shuffler. I like to shuffle till my intuition says stop, and not a moment before. Alright, that'll do it. We'll cut the deck. And this is an 8-card tarot spread. Alright, very interesting. We got some major arcana here, so it looks like some big things happening. See a lot of wand energy. This guy's holding his own wand, even though it's not specifically a wand. We got a sword here. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at these cards one by one individually and see what they kind of represent for you. The first card we're going to look at is this one, and this represents the energies of last month, so April. And we have the Two of Cups. I'm getting the feeling that April was a month for you guys to either A, start a new friendship, or B, it was a time of strengthening the bonds of an old friendship. And when I say friendship, I do potentially mean romantically, or, you know, a friend. It could even mean a family member, but think about the person you're closest to. Yeah, I mean, this could signal the start of a friendship or a start of a relationship, but I'm getting the sense that this was a time, April was a time for you to really build a bond with another person and make a significant strides in connecting with another person on a heart-based level, an emotional level. So that's a good card. I get the feeling of, you know, very positive vibes from that card. Some positivity coming off of it. So it looks like April was a beneficial time for you guys. This card here represents the current energies. And we have the Devil. Okay, this card speaks to vices. And, you know, think about what your vices are. And I'm getting a strong sense of romantic vices from this card. So I'm getting the feeling that Sagittarius, a lot of you are having problems with your relationships, and they might be problematic because of your vices. You know, the things that you're addicted to, the things that you even at a subconscious level do that are damaging for your life. So I get the feeling that right now you guys are kind of feeling the effects of that, feeling the effects of the vices in your life. And again, I'm getting a strong sense of romantic vices, of maybe lust and or I don't know, maybe taking advantage of your partner for some of you. Again, this is a general overall reading, so this won't apply to everyone. But I think for some people, your vices are of the flesh or of manipulation over others. So be careful how you are treating yourself and others right now, because I think your vices are kind of getting the best of you. Over here, we've got this card representing the energies of next month. So the month of May, we've got the Page of Wands. And I'm getting the feeling that adventure looms on the horizon. It looks like the month of May is going to be one of those months where just adventure is around the corner. Things are happening. Things are going to start for you. And, you know, maybe this could represent traveling for some of you. I think a lot of you might be on the verge of vacation or traveling. It doesn't have to be in an airplane. It could be just in your own city, but exploring, just the energy of adventure and, you know, putting caution into the wind and just going out and doing something just for the heck of it, just not even knowing why you're going to do it. So I see a lot of the spur of the moment adventures happening for a lot of the Sagittarians. And that's a great thing because it might help you to get out of this, you know, kind of trap here. I see this as a trap of just your vices. And yeah. Okay, this card here represents what to hold on to in the month of May. We have the Nine of Wands. Give me a second to just go into this card and feel it and see what it's trying to tell us. Okay, this card is telling me that you should be a little bit defensive. And I don't mean that in like, you know, taking offense to what people say, but be a little bit guarded with your energy. You know, with the Page of Wands here and a lot going on around you, I can see how maybe your energy would be drained in some way. You might be finding yourself kind of lethargic and maybe in extreme cases kind of sick just because you're spending so much energy. So this card is saying that you should guard your energy a little bit and be protective of yourself. Don't overextend yourself to the point where you're exhausted. You don't want to run yourself into the ground. And just be prepared for anything. I think overall, just be prepared because this is going to be a crazy month. It seems like a very crazy month for you guys. So May could be one of those months where you're just running all over the place. And it's very important to take some time out for yourself. Just so that you don't get overexhausted, because then you're no good to anybody. This card represents the biggest hurdle you're likely to face in the month of May, and we have the Fool. Alright guys, so the Fool is about new beginnings. It's about the start of a journey, and I think that this card goes hand in hand with this one. I think these two are saying the similar things in this spread. I think the biggest challenge that you guys are going to see is either taking that first step or in your new adventure, whatever May is going to bring to you, being able to take that first step and seize the opportunity, and first realizing the opportunity is there when it comes and then seizing it. I think that's going to be a challenge for a lot of you, and you know, it's going to, maybe some of you, that's why I guess maybe you don't want to be so tired, because when a new opportunity arises, you want to have the energy to seize it, to grasp it and go with it immediately. So if you're a little bit too tired, you might not have the energy to embark on this opportunity when it presents itself. So be sure to keep your eyes open and see potentials around you. But I also get the sense that some of you are going to take that step and you might have some pitfalls and you might misstep a little bit. So I think that's going to be a challenge whenever you start something new. Whenever you're not familiar with something, there's always going to be a chance for a mistake of some kind. And this is not saying don't make any mistakes. Obviously that's impossible. But be kind of cognizant of the steps you're making early on in a new journey, basically. So yeah, that card says several things there. I think that's interesting. Alright, this card here represents what to let go of, and we have the Strength card. Interesting. Okay, this card is saying you need to release the desire to just do it all. Okay, you see how these kind of cards are intertwined a little bit. This card is saying hold on to your energy. This card is saying don't spend so much energy. You know what I mean? You can't do it all. I know you guys are wanting to prove, Sagittarius, how strong you are and how much you can get accomplished in the month of May. And, people are going to be watching you and you want to impress others. But this card is saying to let go of that a little bit and be willing to not really show your weaknesses, but accept your weaknesses and realize that you can't do it all. Be more realistic with yourself and don't put too much on your plate so that you get exhausted and run down. There's a time for strength and there's a time for backing off a little bit. If you play like soccer or chess, sometimes the best thing to do is move back a few spaces, and that's the start of a great offense. So don't look at it as a weakness if you're run down or if you don't have the strength for something. Look at it as a chance to just back the troops up and strategize for a new plan of attack. So yes, this card is asking you to take it a little bit easy. Don't put too much on your plate for the month of May, because it already looks like, Sagittarius, that things are going down. Okay, we got big things going down in the month of May so far. So let's see what else we have in store. This card here represents the people around you in the month of May. We've got the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. So this is saying that there's going to be new opportunities for communication and ideas. So I think the people around you are bringing in a lot of new energy. I think, if you've formed a new relationship in April, I think that's going to bring with it some new ideas about life and where it can take you. New avenues of communication, which is what the swords represent. So yes, I'm getting some new energy coming in from the people around you, trying to spark your mind in different ways, trying to make you think outside the box, think in a new, different way. So I definitely get the sense that the people around you are going to be beneficial for you this month or in the month of May, because they're going to bring some new things to the table here. And it's important that you pay attention, because when a new thing comes to the table, that could be an opportunity for a new adventure, right? Huh? See how it's all interrelated? Very good. So yeah, the people around you bringing in some new energy, which is great, and it's going to come in the form of thoughts and ideas and spoken words. So be on the lookout for that and see what new energies people bring. This last card here is the biggest lesson that you're going to learn in the month of May, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Give me 1 second with this card. Ah, yes. This card is saying that there's more important things than money. And I think, Sagittarius, a lot of you, based on this spread here, I get the feeling that you know that already. But for some reason, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you, maybe not a lot of you, but some of you are kind of holding on a little bit too tight to the physical aspects of this world. And when I say money, I don't just mean money. I mean things that money can buy. So when you think about cars and food and shelter and clothing and, anything, money and anything you can buy with it, I think some of you might be holding on a little bit too tightly, and you might be allowing that restriction that you're imposing upon yourself. That could be some of your vices. For some of you, it could be the quest for money or possessions. So the lesson is going to be in releasing that. So, right now a lot of you are feeling the vice and feeling the effects of it. And over the next 30 days, over the next month, you're going to have to learn to release it a little bit and let go. And your vices are imprisonments, self-imposed imprisonments. And in order to release yourself from these chains, you're going to have to let go of that which you're obsessing over. So let's look at this in review. I get the feeling that in April, a lot of new friendships or new relationships were started in the Sagittarian camp. If not, then I think there was a deepening of an already present relationship. So that seemed like a very positive month, a very heart-based, emotional month for you guys was April. But moving into the present time, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are dealing with vice. You're dealing with addictions or obsessions or whatever it is that you feel is negative in your life. I think you're coming to terms with that and you're starting to feel its effects. But moving into into the next month, I think there's going to be opportunities for adventure. I think you're going to be either traveling or trying something new. Definitely the sense of energy, new energy coming in, is definitely very strong with this card. What you should hold on to is staying a little bit guarded with your energy. Don't overexert yourself in the month of May. There's going to be a lot going on, and there's only so much you can handle. So make sure that you're keeping at least a little bit of energies in the gas tank, because you don't want to be running on E. You like that metaphor? I like it. So put up your walls if you feel like you're doing too much, and just sit back and relax so you don't hurt yourself. You don't feel the negative health effects of exerting yourself too much. Hurdles that you're going to encounter, I think there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming in May, and new opportunity, and for some of you the issue is going to be seizing that opportunity. For others it's going to be making a misstep when that opportunity is seized. So keep your eyes open and make sure that you're making well-rounded decisions that come from your head, your heart, your action, as well as your emotions, and that's going to be a hurdle, but nothing you guys can't handle. What you should let go of is the desire to just prove your mettle, to show how strong you are to everybody by doing too much in the month of May, by maybe helping people too much, or allowing the demands of life to get you down because your eyes are bigger than your stomach. That's an old buffet metaphor. Okay, so it's okay to not be like the strongest guy around or the girl around, whatever gender you happen to be. This card represents the people around you. They're going to be bringing in some new ideas, so you might want to listen to your friends and family in the month of May. They might bring a new idea or a new thought that you hadn't thought before, so it's very important that you keep your ears and eyes open and listen to the people around you. Don't just dismiss everyone or people who are bringing in new energy, because it might be an opportunity for a new adventure. Huh? Yeah, and the biggest lesson you're going to learn in May is to just not hold on too tight to your vices. Allow your vices to just not control you, because when you're holding on this tightly, that's when you've lost control. Basically, when you're this guy, when you're just like refusing to give up anything that you've acquired, you've lost control completely, and you don't want that, because that's not a well-balanced, well-rounded life. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys. Remember, this is a general reading for Sagittarius. If you want a more specific reading just for you, head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description, and we can get a tarot reading that's specifically tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies. So if you got something out of this reading, please leave a like. If you want to say something about it, put a comment in the comment section below. I'll answer any questions that you may have. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and thank you for watching. Happy taroting. Peace.